What's going on, Zanies, and welcome back to another episode of Emergency Response Liberty County. This video is going to focus on the 2023 Easter egg hunt that everyone is talking about because some of these riddles are in fact challenging. Spoiler alert, if you want to see a true and genuine video of me looking for some of these eggs, and two of them actually tied me up for a little bit, go check out yesterday's video first because this will reveal every single location of every single Easter egg. So if you don't want to know, tune out now. Otherwise, stick around for a comprehensive review of the latest update and to show you all the Easter egg locations in order for the 2023 Easter egg hunt in ERLC. Alright, Zane, so starting with the very first clue and the very first location, it says, in the kitchen's icy chill, behind the bustling dining thrill, a frosty realm that's hidden still. This one's pretty easy. I got it on the first try. You want to come to the Three Guys restaurant, you want to go into the kitchen, and here it is. Here is where it's at. You're going to collect this egg. We're done here. Let's move on to the next one. The next one says, in the shade of the wooden path by the lake I hide, a colorful egg waiting for you to find. Alright, so admittedly, this one can be a little tricky to find if you don't know this place by heart. What you want to do is you want to drive all the way to the end of the highway as you're leaving the city center. You want to take the first right, and following that right, instead of following the highway down the road, you're going to take the next right after that as well. After you take that first right, you're going to look for the dirt path to the left-hand side right before you get to that red bridge. So you're going to pull on to the left here, and now you're going to see a turnout with a few parking spots, and you're going to pull in here. And at this point, you can get off your car and you can walk towards this bridge here. This is the bridge it's referring to. You can't see it just yet, but you will in a few seconds. There's going to be the egg. This is the location for the second one. Let's move on. The next one says, I stand tall, round and stout, filled with bounty without doubt. My walls are strong, my roof is tight, guarding grains day and night. This one was a pretty easy one for me, I'm not gonna lie. You really just want to go to this area of the farmlands. As you guys can see, I'm on the opposite side of it. It doesn't really matter which side you come to, as long as you get to this little silo looking thing here. And as I keep saying, I really don't know if that's the name for them. I mean, they're just reservoirs, is what they are. But this is what hides all the grains at the farmer's farm, and you want to go to the very top, and here is where the egg is at. For the fourth riddle, look under the bench, for I am hidden at the stop where shoppers quench. So this is the one that I initially thought I had found in the city center park, but I was completely wrong. You actually want to go to downtown Springfield for this one. Once you're in downtown Springfield, you want to make this right over into the dollar store, and once you're at the dollar store, you simply want to get off your vehicle. You want to walk up towards the bus stop, and there you're going to see the egg leaned over. A pretty simple one, though this riddle was in fact a little challenging for me. The next one was a pretty simple one. Beyond the town where the woods grow wild and free, hunt behind the last residence for an Easter egg hidden in glee. This one's pretty simple. When we talk about residence, obviously it's referring to a cabin, and if we're talking about a cabin deep in the woods, then that obviously means it has to be High Rock Park. A pretty simple one, but if it's still giving you a challenge, you want to go in through the main entrance of the park. So here we go, following that main entrance, and once you get to the first fork, instead of going to the right hand side, you are going to take the left hand side. At this point, there's going to be another split, and instead of going to the scenic platform, you want to go to the cabins and trails. So take the right of the fork. You're going to follow that all the way around, and you want to go to where it says cabins. And once you follow that all the way around, you're simply going to make a right to the very last cabin, which is this one to our left hand side. This is officially considered the last cabin in Liberty County, and here is going to be your next egg. The next one says, I stand tall and shoot water high, by my side a treasure may lie. Another pretty easy one, but one that I really just ended up finding out of complete coincidence. I was actually looking for another one for another part of the riddle, but in either case though, boys and girls, what you want to do is you want to come to the city center park. You want to walk up to the water fountains. The water fountains, in case you don't know, are the ones here, and then you're simply going to walk around and you'll see it almost immediately. I guess you could jump in if you really wanted to, but it's not really necessary. You're just going to follow this around, make a left here, And here is going to be the egg. As you guys can see, it is a little hidden. So if you're not zoomed in, or if you're sort of looking at it from this side, you're really only going to see it sparkle. So you do have to pay a little attention to this one. But nevertheless, here is where the egg is at. Let me zoom in for you guys. That's it. That's the next egg. Let's move on. The 7th clue says, I am hidden among the threads and folds, but if you search the stand with care, I am sure to unfold. What gave it away for me on this one was the fact that it said threads and folds. We all know that threads can sometimes be used as slang to refer to clothes. In case you're having a hard time with it, that's exactly what it's referring to. So back to downtown Springfield we go. In downtown Springfield, you want to visit Liberty Apparel and be careful because I almost did miss it. I almost gave up on this one as well. As you guys can see, if you look around the store, you're not going to see anything. You can hardly see the little glow of the egg, but once you do, you got to jump on top of the rack, and that's the only way I personally was able to collect on this egg. The collect icon was not populating for me in any other way, so just be very careful. Make sure you move your character around a little bit until you see collect egg. Just be very careful with it, and once you see collect egg, go ahead and pick it up and get on out of here. Move on to the next one. The next one says, I am hidden on a place that saves lives, where flames are fought and engines thrive. As I read this one a little more carefully, boys and girls, I admit that it was my flaw in overlooking the wording of this riddle, because it clearly says on and not in. Had I really thought about simple composition, this one probably would have come to me a little bit faster, so I am not proud to say that this is the one that took me the longest, despite the fact that I knew that I was right. Alright, and as we're pulling up, this is where having a guide is going to benefit all of you that are having a hard time. Do not bother looking inside. The egg is not inside. Use whatever vehicle you're driving to jump onto the roof of the fire station, and the egg is located right here at the very top. Please don't remind me how long it took me to find this egg. Moving on. The 9th clue is really easy. It says, among the hammers and flashlights and drills, a colorful Easter egg hides with thrills. If that clue wasn't obvious to all of us, then those of you that didn't get it, y'all need some help, because that one was probably the easiest clue of them all. This is obviously referring to the tool store, which is just around the corner. Let's pull up to the tool store now and head inside. And once you head inside, you want to go to the very back, go to the very last aisle, and here is the Easter egg for everyone to see and collect. Moving on to the last and final riddle. The last and final riddle says, where can you find an Easter egg surprise inside a flowing metal maze, a colorful treasure hiding from your gaze? And for those of you that watched yesterday's video, the one where I legitimately did the Easter egg hunt on my own, you will know that this one was honestly found straight out of coincidence. There was no skill or actual detective work involved with this one, I will admit. This was nothing but luck. I forget what street I was driving down, but I must have been driving down one of these streets here, but it's in the fuel yard. That's basically what it comes down to. You want to pull into the fuel yard yourself all the way to the end. Before you turn around and exit, you want to go to this little nook here, and as you guys can see, it is in fact sitting on top of the metal pipes. And that's it, boys and girls. That will talk you through every single location for all of these eggs. As I understand it, the riddles and the locations are the exact same for everyone, so this should be able to help you guys out. Now that we're done talking about the Easter egg hunt, there is this little area here that I noticed. Don't think I didn't notice it or that I dismissed it during one of my initial videos, but obviously there's some construction going on here. And I don't know what's coming. I gotta be honest. As you guys know, I just recently made my return late last year to ERLC, and I don't know what this site could be. I have a few theories, none of which I don't think I'm willing to disclose just yet, but let me put this in a free cam so we can all appreciate the sheer size of this area. Like, this is a huge area, and it's gonna be right next to the hospital. And I wonder if we can get on top of the crane. I highly doubt it. I don't see a ladder or anything like that. But this is massive, and this is the all telltale sign and ERLC that something else is coming. Alright, and because I want to make this video quick, there's one other thing I've been wanting to check out that I don't know if it's been addressed or made available to us just yet, but that's the caves. You guys know I have long been a fan of the Cave Network and ERLC. It has been my go-to for a very long time, and no, it doesn't appear as though it's accessible just yet. Cave expansion coming soon. Alright, so at least now we have a little bit more detail, I believe. And you know what? Let's cheat a little bit, Zanies. Let's go ahead and cheat. Let's zoom out through the free cam and see if we can spot anything else. Alright, so nothing this way. What about this way? Yeah, nothing this way, I don't think. Wait a minute, zooming out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new. Alright, so I think some improvements have been made by the entrance, but nothing else. It seems to terminate here, which is understandable. And there's nothing over this way anymore. No, there isn't. Alright, boys and girls, well, that's going to do it for this one. I really wanted to check out those two things. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of this year's hunt, and I hope I helped some of you guys out. Let me know what you guys think is going to be coming as part of that new update and that big plot of land. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, long live the Zanies.